Hermit Crab's Quest for the Perfect Shell, a heartwarming underwater tale. Chapter 1. The Hermit's Dilemma. Once upon a time, in a quaint little corner of the shimmering ocean, there lived a hermit crab named Crispin. Crispin was a peculiar hermit crab, known among his fellow sea creatures for his insatiable curiosity and an adventurous spirit that far exceeded the confines of his current shell. For years, Crispin had called a weathered and battered old conch shell his home. Though it was cozy and snug, he had outgrown it, and the time had come for him to find a new, more spacious abode. But Crispin was not one to settle for just any shell. He longed for something special, something unique. One sunny morning, Crispin decided that the time had come for his grand adventure. He bid farewell to his fellow hermit crab neighbors and set off along the sandy seabed. With each step, he scanned the ocean floor, inspecting various shells that were scattered about like abandoned treasures. Chapter 2. The Search Begins. The first shell he examined was a lovely periwinkle-colored spiral, but alas, it was too small. Next, he came across a gleaming pearly nautilus shell that caught his eye. He tried it on, but it was too heavy for him to carry comfortably. Crispin sighed and continued his quest. As the day wore on, he encountered more shells of all shapes and sizes. Some were too big, some too small, and others simply didn't feel right. Frustration began to creep in, and Crispin wondered if he would ever find the perfect shell. Chapter 3. The Beauty of Dusk. Just as the sun was beginning to dip below the horizon, casting a warm golden glow over the underwater world, Crispin stumbled upon a shell that was unlike any he had seen before. It was a marvelous, iridescent abalone shell with swirls of blues and greens glistening like a jewel in the ocean's embrace. Crispin couldn't believe his luck. It was the most beautiful shell he had ever laid eyes on. With bated breath, Crispin gently crawled inside the abalone shell. It was a perfect fit, snug, but not constricting. It felt like home. He felt a surge of joy and contentment wash over him as he admired himself in the mirror-like surface of his new abode. Chapter 4. A Kind Encounter. But just as he was about to celebrate, he heard a soft voice from behind him. It was an elderly sea snail named Amelia, who had lived in the abalone shell for many years. She had noticed Crispin's search for a new home, and with a kind smile said, "My dear, I've grown quite fond of this shell over the years, but I see the sparkle in your eyes. You may have it if you promise to take good care of it." Crispin was overwhelmed with gratitude. He thanked Amelia profusely and promised to cherish the abalone shell with all his heart. He had found not only a new home, but also a dear friend in Amelia. Chapter 5. A New Beginning. From that day forward, Crispin and Amelia lived together in harmony, sharing stories of their underwater adventures and basking in the beauty of their iridescent home. And as they gazed out at the vast and wondrous ocean, they knew that life's greatest treasures were often found when one followed their heart's desire, even if it meant leaving behind the familiar and venturing into the unknown. In their newfound companionship, Crispin and Amelia discovered that the greatest treasures were not always shells of exquisite beauty, but the friendships that grew within them and the adventures they shared beneath the waves. Together, they created a home that was truly special, a testament to the power of kindness, gratitude, and the boundless wonders of the ocean's depths.